Today's video I'm going to show you how to control caterpillars on your petunias. Good afternoon. It's hot, humid. It's only 80 degrees out here, but it is so steamy. It just rained and it's just thick out here. But and with these rising temperatures comes the rising population of bugs on your plants. And when we're talking about petunias, the thing you got to worry about are caterpillars. Now this time of year, they're filling out, they're flowering, looking beautiful, and that attracts your butterflies, and they in turn lay eggs all over them, and then you got your caterpillars eating up your flowers, eating up your leaves, just making them look horrible. Let me show you what it can look like very quickly. Okay, here is my, let's see, I don't remember the name of it, but beautiful petunia. It's been flowering real well, but I come out here this afternoon after a rain, and it is covered in these caterpillars. This is actually the first time I've ever seen this kind on them. Usually they're little tiny ones you can't see, but apparently these guys have been eating a lot. And if you look around, the flowers are ate up. Look, there's one there, one there. They're just all over it. And only thing you can do at this point is simply pick them off. If you got chickens, they love them. You want to throw them on the ground, you want to squish them, you want to get rid of them. But I'm just going to pick all these off by hand, and next we'll get into what you need to do to prevent this in the first place, and also to keep them, prevent them from coming back, and how you can kind of tidy this thing up so it'll look even better as we go along through the summer. You really need to look under all these leaves. I should have cut this back a way back, and trust me, this can happen overnight. Look at all these ate up flowers. There's a little dude right there. But yeah, just pick through it. Right, there's another one hidden on the bottom of this leaf. I fed the other ones to the chickens, so anyways, get all of them you can out. This plant was looking really good in this rainstorm, and then these things just came out overnight and during the day while I was at work, and they eat and grow very quickly and can mess your whole plant up. I'm going to pick a few more of these off, and then we're going to prune this baby down, get rid of the damaged leaves, and spruce her up. Alright, I'm just going to go in here and cut back some of these where it's already bloomed. A lot of damaged leaves and possibly caterpillar eggs. I don't know if you can see it. I'm kind of cutting back to this mix where it's starting to grow out. But you can cut more than that if you want. Cut it back. I guess on this particular plant, it's going to be a fourth of the plant, a third of the plant. A third is a pretty good rule of thumb. Let's see, there's more caterpillars here. Golly. There's 2, 3 more. So I'm going to cut this whole little bunch off. Whoa. They're all camouflaged in here. Tons of them. They'll pretty much die if I throw them out here in the yard. Ants will get them. So I'm cutting this back pretty good, cutting these spent buds off, and this will rejuvenate this plant because it's done quite a lot of blooming this early in the season, so it's ready for pruning. And you ain't got to be real picky about pruning these things. I mean, this time of year A lot of heat, a lot of rain around here. These things are going to grow back like crazy. Golly. More caterpillars. Now I'm not doing the prettiest prune job because I let this thing go too long and it's kind of falling down in the center. But this will thicken up. And after you do this, you want to fertilize it. It'll help it spring back pretty quick. It'll take, I don't know, it might take about a week. It'll start blooming again, 3 or 4 days sometimes, depending on how much you cut it back. I'm cutting this back pretty good because I know there are a bunch of caterpillars on this thing. I'm steadily finding them as I cut back. And all these flowers, I'm just getting the damaged ones off, tidy it up. I don't know if you hear all the racket in the background. They're cutting sod next to me. I live next to a sod field. Cutting all these spent blooms. Alright. Okay, this one right beside it too, it also has some caterpillar damage, so, and it's getting a little long in the leg, long in the tooth, whatever you want to call it. And see all these spent blooms? I'm going to go ahead and prune this joker back. It'll rejuvenate it and it'll flower even more. So if you see, here's all your spent blooms as they grow out and it blooms. You can just cut them off, cut it back. It ain't no delicate thing. You can use bigger pruning shears than this too. This is kind of a little tedious with these, but I'm gonna cut it back about I guess it'll be about a third, looks like. Basically cut all the way down on this particular, this is a Petunia. It's part Petunia, part Calibrachoa. So it grows a little different, but it's basically the same way of pruning. And in this pruning here, getting rid of spent blooms, rejuvenating it, getting rid of caterpillar damage, kind of opening the plant up, because the next thing we're going to do is spray some BT on it. Keep those caterpillars from coming back and destroying it the rest of the way. Alright, I'm done with these guys. You want to kind of shape them how you want to, kind of mound them a little bit so when they grow back they fill in. And I gave them a heck of a haircut. As you can see all this on the ground, but got rid of a bunch of spent blooms, some hard overgrowth. You cut this back right here and these little ones will grow out. Here's some more blooms I need to cut off, but it'll grow back out very nicely at this point, and this early in the season. It's got a lot of time left to grow. Alright, the next thing you want to do is fertilize them in this order, because the next thing we're going to do is spray the BT on it. And you want to water it after you fertilize it, and if you water it after you spray the BT on it, you'll wash the BT off the leaves. Duh. Anyways, I just thought I'd throw that in there. I like to use Osmo Coat, slow release, great stuff. Just sprinkle it in here, and it'll fall down in there. You shake the leaves so it'll fall on down. And it just rained, but I'm going to wet this fertilizer. These things These particular pots have really good drainage in them. I ain't worried about drowning these things. They take a lot of water, and it'll be hot as heck tomorrow and dry them out, so it's fine to oh, here's the name of them. This is a Super Cow cinnamon Petunia, and this is a Super Cow French vanilla Petunia. Beautiful flowers. Okay, next thing, next you want to get you some of this. It's BT Thuricide is this brand, but the thing that's in it is Bacillus thuringiensis. I don't know how you say it. But anyways, this is concentrate, and this particular concentrate is 1.5 ounces to 3 gallons of water, and there's 6 teaspoons in an ounce. So I got a gallon sprayer, so I'm going to put 3 teaspoons, and that is the ratio. You want to shake it up. And it's this funky green looking, let's see, get you in the camera. Looks like green mud. You ain't got to be super accurate. And trust me, you'll never use this whole gallon either. And don't use this after a couple days, because it won't be working anymore. And once the temperature gets too high, like in the upper 90s and such, it won't be as effective anyway. It'll kill the bacteria. And also, you want to do this late in the afternoon, because at night is when the caterpillars come out to eat. You want to mix this up real good as you're spraying it. Let's see, and there's my gallon mark. Right, want to pump you up. I haven't used this thing since last year. I hope it works. Oh yeah. All right, now just douse them down. And this stuff is all natural, organic, so you can just make sure you get it up underneath them. You can just pretty much drown them, and it's not going to hurt them. And do it late in the afternoon so the sun doesn't. Anyways, just get it real good. Mist it all over them. All right, you're all set. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and feel free to subscribe. We'll catch you next time. Happy gardening.